Hello, it's another random event here with your grandma, and I really gotta change how the ball sits in this. I just gotta get some fuel before my class. There is some sun in the sky, so let's enjoy that. Now, it was something like 49 degrees this morning. The first time I looked at what the temperature was. It's in the 70s now, and the sun is low, so it's right in my eyes. And my daughter is somewhat run ragged with the younger boy having gastro appointment today. And the older one has an appointment in a little while. It's like his last well-child visit ever because he's 18 and male, and you know he's not going to go to a doctor unless he's desperate. But at the same point, we have to admit that he does not want the girl to cry. So his mama's gotta go with him. She's putting some soup on to simmer as fast as she can, so that the young one with the he's got a really ragged cough right now. Things happen when you go to public school, and that's one of them. But speed bump. Yeah, she's gotta get something going, so he'll have something, and then she'll be out the door with the big one, or to meet the big one at his appointment, and walk him through using the coverage that he has as long as he's a full-time student. Because being 18 does not just kick you out of your parents' lives. Oh, yeah. It just clicked over to 6 o'clock and I have to have fuel. I might not even go all the way to the Costco this time. I can go to the Exxon around the corner here. I don't need all the road noise. Getting some fuel at the Exxon is something I've done since I've moved here. I think it'll be newer tanks if I go on down to the Food Basket. It's a convenience store and gas station. I don't care. But there's a good chance that what I get from the tanks of the Food Basket might be a little cleaner. And then I can turn right and get back onto the usual path that I would take to go to class. My head still hurts. I still have aches and pains. But it is a positive thing for me. The net positive, seeing my friends and feeling better, are important. Actually, from the Food Basket, I go directly southbound on the access road to the tollway. I don't that is not a stretch where once you make that turn, you're stuck with getting on the tollway. I go down and save myself a little bit of back and forth. That is what I will do. But first I gotta get there. I actually probably could have just gone straight to class, but I'm below a quarter tank and I don't want to push it. And it's not going to be the end of the world if I'm a minute late. Or even 5 minutes late. I don't know if Master Don will be there, but I will let him know about my bone mass being a little more up to snuff. I'm still dizzy, I'm still falling. Okay, not today, but in general, I still have a dizziness issue. And falling is a concern. And I may have reached the point that I am as far as I will get in my muscle mass, because it's at the high end of the high part of the scale. I have my comparison numbers with previous check-ins on my Renpho scale. Dang, that's bright. I love Texas, but getting the sun right in my eyes was not much of an issue for me in Wyoming, where there's more trees. And even the landscape provides some shade in the form of mountains and hills. That's what cowboy hats are for. I'm typically in ball caps all summer. We are at 73 degrees Fahrenheit right now. And for some people, that's just a lovely day. Or even a summertime high. But in Texas, that's the beginning of the cooling off weather. And we like it. And I've got this because I want it after class when it's going to be shooting down, because the sun will be going down pretty dang soon. Yep, hold up a thumb, block the sun. It's easier to just hold up my hand. But the light did switch to green, and I could tell when it did. Because I did that old dogfighter trick from World War II. Or maybe it's 1 and 2, I have no idea. That was different. I just saw a vehicle that had a set of Texas Longhorn horns up on their roof rack on the front. That's not usually where you see them. one spot I can get to. Okay, I'm gonna pause this. Okay, my fuel is filled. And I gotta swing around the whole collection of pumps to get going back the other direction and go out the way I came in. That way I don't have to muck around with this light. There's still nothing over here except for the liquor store and the smoke shop. I have no use for either one of those. I just put 40 bucks in my tank, so that leaves 60 on the gift card I gave my grandson that he couldn't make work. Worked just fine for me. What can I say? Okay, I don't see anyone turning, so I will go ahead and go. And there's the on-ramp that I'm not using at the moment. And it is almost time for my class, but no one wants me to get stranded in betweens. I have skipped some Monday classes occasionally because the headaches I've been having are awful. So I did not pull my ponytail tight. I did not try to review anything. I'm clean and I'm out the door. I have a problem coming to short, top-heavy women. At the moment, I'm actually considering using the tollway. I've got the sticker up here. And it would get me around to my class pretty quickly. Because I am running late. I mean, they haven't started yet, but they will be soon. Now, there's the off-road for Chandler Road. And if I get on just on the other side, I think that'll suit me. I've got a stop sign here. There may or may not be a few cars, but it is after 5:30. I save a little bit of money by not using tollway too often. That way my daughter can use it when she's got one having an appointment in Cedar Park and the other one, I don't know where his appointment is. And he's about to find out what it's like not to have the teenager level of adult stem cells in his system all the time. He thinks he can walk off the plague, or even possibly having a limb cut off or something. And that kind of 10 feet tall and bulletproof feeling and the actuality of it is to do with our stem cells and immune system. That's why young men and tales of heroic deeds and soldiers who do whatever amazing thing are so prevalent throughout culture, throughout the history of all our cultures. But it starts going down when you get out of your teen years. And if he decides to do something about that, I can help him. If he decides not to, he'll save money. And at my age, I'm coming up on 60. November, December, January. Yeah. 4 months. That's being down to less than half the adult stem cell release that I would have had in my teens. What I'm doing may not put me quite back up to that level, but I'm still happy with it. The difference in my life has been amazing. And what I cannot see, the results of the plasma flow. I really hope that's doing as much for me. Okay. Camper with a vehicle under tow. Possibly a rental camper. I'm still using the STEM Enhance Ultra, the Plasma Flow, and occasionally the Cyactiv or the Collagen Active, depending how I'm doing. I'm trying to prioritize, or not even prioritize, but just gradually ramp up the available collagens in my food. Like having brisket last night. It was good. I had some more today. It was still good. Now the great thing about having something and it's just a little too salty. I had some scrambled eggs and I put that on it. You don't have to salt your eggs with straight up salt. It's not like I don't have any. There's plenty. I like the Redmonds, and I can buy a pack of it anytime I want in the grocery store. It's good stuff. I think this person pulling the boat like to get into the left lane so that they can go around some slow stuff. Yeah, they're signaling now. They didn't a minute. Well, they might be signaling. It looked like it was flashing, but now I'm past them. It don't look like it. Might have just had something affecting how the sun hits its reflectors. Folks are getting on from Highway place. A couple good taquerias. And a little tiny meat market in one corner of one little strip of stores they've got that managed to open up a little bit. They got the next space next to their meat market, and it's not just a meat market. I mean, they do actual butchering there. Don't expect to get anything too special, I have found out. But if you just need a few pork chops or a roast on your way home, you might as well, right? And, people need milk, eggs, loaf of bread, whatever. I mean, I'm not eating a loaf of bread. But there's certainly enough people who do still. And so they opened it up and became a busier concern than they had previously been. I'm gonna get over here, which would be inconvenient with the oncoming traffic and the tow truck helping the big rig. Tow trucks for big rigs are special. They're not only having to deal with all the same stuff every big rig has to deal with, but they're also doing it with another big rig hooked on back. Yeah, the northbound side of 130 is packed right now. I can get over into this lane where I can get the off ramp, and the big rig in front of me can get over, but he went straight off onto the 685 south ramp. So he's where he needs to be, and he's not going to slow me down while I take the flyover ramp onto 45. And that should tell everybody out there, whether they care or not, exactly where I am. It's not worth looking up. It's just a boring bit of nothing. A couple cars behind me, and a pickup in front of me. A great deal of the sun that was in my eyes is about to be back in my eyes, but I've got a... There we go. I'm actually in the lane I need to be in, so I don't have to worry about folks approaching from the other ramp that's coming this way. Garbage trucks never move quite as fast as the rest of traffic. Even on the friggin' tollway. Oh well. I'm around him. And it is 6:34, so everybody's still saying I am pulling their shoes off. My equipment bag is in the back. I did finally remember to bring a clean t-shirt out and tuck it into my shower bag in case I decide I need it. just about set. This way and I'm wanting over that way. Yeah. I've made a lot of videos sitting outside at the school before my class. This was the video of me getting fuel and coming all the way down here to my class. And I love it. I love my class. You wouldn't think a 60-year-old woman is going to be all that on fire for Tai Chi or any other martial art, but it's good. What can I say? I cannot think of anywhere else I would rather be. And I think one of the vehicles that just pulled in ahead of me was somebody hoping that there's a way through to the next side street or something. It's a pretty common thing. Okay, I'm all the way in. So y'all take care, and I will maybe be able to get this loading, but bye-bye. Grandma loves you and wants you to be okay.